Woo! What's up, guys? I'm Cody. This is Dangle Nation. I got Roger and Reel. We're sitting on his boat floating on some fresh, clean, beautiful water. Guys, we are post-storm. So post-storm that we had to stop under an overpass before we got to this water. And we wanted to see how the bite is immediately after a thunderstorm. As y'all know, it's usually pretty good. We're hitting brush piles looking for those slab crappie, checking 20 to 30 foot of water. Y'all hang around, should be a good one. Straight up catching today. Hey,
B,
what time is it?
time to get this line in the water.
Hey, I think it's time we break out the clicker. You know what that means?
Been a while.
Been a while, but that usually means we got some high hopes for today's fishery. Make sure that works. And I said that right on the intro, guys. We are looking for post-frontal crappie. And guys, I'm just gonna break it off easy. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, we just came across the lake, stopped on them. Get out of here, boy. Pitch out to him real quick with my 10-foot Pro SE Outlaw crappie pole. My dad's gonna throw down. He's using hand tides. I am using good old therapist, guys. You know it's my go-to. But let's see what these fish are biting fish here. Let's see. Throw it in there. Oh, Roger and Reel first on the attack. Oh, I pulled it out of their mouth. Keeping this pile about 35 foot back. Let's see what you got there, Roger and Reel. Let's see what you got. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the deck flip.
I got bluegill.
Oh, look at that. You know, guys, we're here to catch bluegills as well as crappie. That's a good size red ear.
Nice one. White chartreuse, 1/8 ounce jig.
1/8 ounce jig today. Who makes that one?
That's Slab Syndicate.
Slab Syndicate. Come on with it. I'm using my 1/8 ounce jig head. This one got beat up on the way down here, but it is what it is. 1/8 ounce jig head, therapist is the body, and I'm using a split shot above it like always, guys. Today's mission, straight up fishing, guys. You know, I try to drop little tips and techniques on most videos, and I'll do what I can today, but sometimes you just got to rest, recharge, and catch some fish, man. That's really what we're on today. Weather conditions today is hot. It's like, I don't know, it's more humid than hot. Water temperature 72 degrees. So I think we're in that proverbial split. What do you think, dude? What do you think? Fish are in the creeks, coming out of the creeks? What do you think?
I think they're I don't know, this crappie, man.
Yeah.
There's some everywhere all the time.
I know it. I'm falling down in the pile right there, guys. Another really interesting fact about today's video is this is an this is an evening fish. You know, we normally fish in the morning time, but today we're fishing in the evening. We wanted to switch it up, see what that's like. Ooh, just smells fishy over here. Just smells fishy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Eaters. Where's my clicker at? Oh, let's give me that 2 clicks then, because we got yours and mine. Oh, you already got yours. Boop. So guys, these fish are getting wiser to electronics, we're finding. So we've started to keep more standoff of these fish. Historically, we like to be within 15 or 20 feet. Now we find that around 30 to 40 feet actually gonna do us better now. Not as much sonar pinging, not as much boat noise. And honestly, today, they can probably hear really good today. No wind at all. Just gonna reel in a slab real quick. No real wind today, so anything we do on the deck's going to transfer down to that pile very, very loudly, very well. And we don't want that. I'm using my 10-foot Pro SE Outlaw crappie pole. Roger and Reel's got his 8.2. Yeah. And you're using a bait caster. What's the pertinence behind a bait caster? Why are you one of the only crappie fishermen I know?
I was raised on a bait caster. I just don't like the wind knots that those reels get. I just think they get too many wind knots. I'd rather have a backlash than a wind knot. He's
talking about the wind knots you get with the spinning reel. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you use a bait caster, if you use a spinning reel like I got. So what I'm doing is I'm casting to about 50 feet. You can see my jig falling right there. So I cast to about 50 feet and then I bring it through the pile. Sometimes I go above the pile, sometimes I go right through the middle of them. It really just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Honestly, today I'm just kind of letting it drift. There we go, guys. There we go. One thing to note is this time of year, I don't know if it's this lake, I don't know if it's this time of year, but the bite, man, the bite is super light. What do you think?
Me? Oh, absolutely.
Bite is just super light. The fish are kind of just, yeah. So what'll happen is those fish are just kind of, I don't know if they're just gumming it or mouthing it, but what they'll do is they'll just kind of pull up to your jig and just kind of up. It's not really until you kind of pop it or reel it a little bit that you realize, oh man, there's a fish on it. Whereas as we get later into the summer, they're gonna freaking hammer it. They're gonna hit the mess out of it, just like when they're spawning, they hit the mess out of it. Right now, it's really really light bite, you just got to really be paying attention and making sure you're feeling and watching that rod tip, because sometimes they'll just start to get heavy, or your line will start to kind of go the other direction. So when it does that, set the hook, bring that fish in. But it's really light bite right now. Let me know if it's the same for you in your region. Y'all know we're down south in good old Texas, so let me know how it is in your region. Let's keep going picking these fish apart. Now guys, one tip that I like to give to people, especially when they come fishing with us, is these soft plastics that I use, these jig bodies that I use. Man, y'all know I'm a one-trick pony. Everyone who knows me knows that. I don't get too carried away with colors and stuff unless I need to. That's me right there, all day. Fin Commander. Guys, if y'all want to sponsor me, I'm wide open. Fin Commander is my go-to. I'm telling you right now, that slab curly jig, you just, man, I don't know if it's just the tail, I don't know if it's the profile, I don't know what it is, but if you've been around the channel long enough, you know there's only one bait that I talk about nonstop, and it's this one right here. I live, breathe, and die by it. I have fed my family for years with it. But anyway, that being said, there's times when that jig, that body, I call it getting dull. So if you look at these next to each other, that's a brand new one right there. Can y'all see that? That's a brand new one. And then this is a used one right here. And then right next to each other, it's really hard to see on that camera. But basically, after a dozen so bites from fish, what happens is, in my opinion, that bait gets a little bit dull. It doesn't look as vibrant. That and the plastics kind of get wore out. So I like to switch them out. So that's just hot tip for you there, is keep your plastics looking shiny and you keep deck flipping fish, in my opinion. Now, if you're using hand tides, you don't have that problem, obviously. But let's keep catching some fish. Let's see, that's me right there, falling down into that pile. Man, there's just a cluster of fish right here, guys. You could literally catch a 3 or 4 man limit right here. Just sitting right here. As long as the fish will be activated, as long as those fish will bite, you'll catch them. Sometimes these fish, the piles turn off and they want nothing to do with it, but there we go. Coasted to the outside and gonna deck flip them. That's a nice one right there, guys. Man, beautiful fish, dude. Golly. I'll take that any day of the week. Switch that body out. Got an instant upgrade. He's following you. You got one following you out there. Let's see what he does here. Oh man, got that red bite.
He had to come all the way up that pile.
He did.
Wouldn't hit it with his family around.
He wouldn't. He had to. Oh man, was that you? Was that a fish? Hey,
This is a fish.
You caught the crap out of that fish. How about that click?
I ain't clicked the last one.
Ooh, it's a race to the bottom. Sure, you also messed up our 1v1.
No.
Oh! They like that. They like that. Oh, they like that. Oh, they like that. Oh, he's pooping everywhere. Man. Dinner time fish, baby. There you go. I think that's the biggest difference is in the evening time, they kind of, you think they're getting fired up to eat for the night? There you go.
Oh, I have to pop that soft plastic to get it to bite. When I'm just drifting it now,
Yeah.
I don't bite it.
What do you mean?
Pop it?
Like pop the rod or pop the reel?
Pop my reel.
All right, you have to show us that here in a second.
And what's up with these fish? They're all, you notice we cut them all in the bottom jaw?
Yeah, all of them.
It's funny.
It's like they're hitting it upside down.
Yeah. But, I mean, most lakes we go to, they catch them in the top
Right.
jaw.
If y'all duck hunt, we duck hunt like crazy. It's funny watching them ducks come in upside down. I wonder if these fish are hitting it upside down. Let's see. Hooked up to this dandy right here. Ooh, he got a little shoulders in the fourth quarter there. Ooh.
Into the gym.
That was a top jaw.
That protein.
Top jaw. Looking good. So I have found, if I'm in the mass, if I'm in the ball of crappie, they're way less likely to strike it than if we're on the outskirts of them. Like you drew that one out.
Right.
Right now I'm in the mass. They want nothing to do with me. I'm gonna come up out of the ball. So this is the pop you're talking about?
Yeah.
But look, you're out of the mass.
Right.
See, look, now he's out of the mass and they're following him out. See him? He's got that one with him and he already bought it. See? So seems like staying on the outskirts is paying off. But here, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna try to get this all on camera for y'all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this jig. You can see it right there at 35 feet. I'm gonna stay over, I'm not gonna get anywhere near the fish. I'm gonna stop at about 3 feet above the fish, right there. And I'm gonna let it swing through there above the fish. I'm not gonna go in them. I'm gonna stay right there above them. I'm above them still. I'm still very much above them. I know it's hard to see. He's following me up. There's 2 swimming with me. There's 4 swimming with me.
Hit.
But see, I'm getting better traction above the pile as opposed to in the pile. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that something? So what'd you switch to? What color this time?
All pearl and black.
Pearl and black.
Like a shad color.
Okay.
Just pretty much everything's gray. Everything's natural.
And
everything's natural.
Yep. And you're above the...
And my line's naturally round right front of the pole.
Yeah, you know, I like to keep you stressed out. One of the other best things you can do with a fishing partner is if you constantly keep your pole in their line, they love that, especially my dad. Probably his favorite thing that I do. There you go.
Outside the pile?
Outside the pile, yeah. Outside the pile. And it's a nice fish, dude. Beautiful fish.
Look, there's that. Bottom jaw.
Bottom jaw. That's really strange. Your fish are bottom jaw. Here we go. I'm saying outside the pile.
But these fish got weird bottom jaws. I mean,
I know. This lake, it's like, so.
Some kind of weird looking.
So someone's told me.
Bottom, maybe they're.
And I hold on. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. Someone told me that when the jaws are like that, it means that the population is stunted.
Well, there's too many in this lake.
There is. So. Oh.
Really?
I can't remember if it's a biologist or a friend or a homie or whatever, but they said that when the crappie's jaw is weird like that, I'll show you, I'll put a picture of one right here. When they look like that, which all the fish in this lake do, that usually means that the population is stunted. I have no clue why it does that or how it does that. If you're a scientist, let me know in the comment section. But they say that that means it's stunted, and I would agree, me and him both would agree, that this lake is very much overpopulated just by the sheer amount of slot fish that we catch that are like 10 to 11 inches. There's 10 billion of them in this lake. It's very rare that you catch a magnum nice crappie on this lake, which already tells you there's probably a population issue, over density issue. So let me know in the comment section what you know about that. So I put something on there with a little brighter tail. Let's see. Got him. Man, first drop. Okay. There we go. Nice fish too. Nice fish. So going through some colors. Ow, there we go. Man, got him twice. Poor fish. Boom. Switch to that neon green psychedelic looking. Okay, Roger Reel coming on strong too. So clearly downsizing works. Yeah. So we both reduced our profiles by a lot. Click mine too, sir. We both reduced our profiles by like half. This time we're going Guggen, Snacky Swimmer, Toxic Waste, LFG's favorite color. Really cool profile actually. It's not got a nice swim tail to it, so throw it on there. Let's see what happens. All right. The tail on this ought to get them fired up, dude. Here we go, watch this. So this bait I switched to, Dad, it has a really, really active tail.
Wacky worm.
Oh my gosh.
Little wacky rig.
Oh my gosh. Let me stop this
wacky.
one. Okay, let's see it.
All right, we're gonna do a wacky rig. What a crappie head.
There you go.
Let's see. Let's shake them up.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go pro with this setup.
Okay, so guys, because of the tail this thing has, I'm gonna cast out past the pile, let it sink, and then I'm gonna drag it through the pile. So again, the pile's at 15 feet. I'm gonna cast it about 30, 35 feet. There's actually 2 dandies sitting on the backside that ain't doing nothing. See them back there? See those guys right there? See my jig falling? And see those guys? We're gonna start there, and we're just gonna work this jig through all that. Got him, man. That tail, I'm telling you, it's probably that tail.
Yeah.
But look, we switched colors and immediately caught one. Some days, guys, some days you just gotta switch it up on them, I guess. But that's that tail I'm talking about. Now, this is my only set of jigs bodies that does that. Let's cast it out there again and see. There we go. Got a little swim in the tail. Oh, he's coming up. He's coming up to eat me. Got him. Got him. This might be the juice, dude. He came across the pile. I'm telling you, it's because of that tail.
Okay, I put a curly tail on this.
That's the only jig I have that has a tail action like this one has. Look at that. That tail brought up another one. 22 feet out. Got one coming up. Got him. Got him again. Got him again. There we go. So I had one follow me. He dipped off. Then I had another one come up from the bottom and swam. He hammered it, which is always a pleasant surprise. Well, We come to you with carnage, carnage, battered spirits, smiles on our faces though. So some takeaways from this video. I know we were just straight up catching fish today, but man, we did the whole video in one spot. I mean, that's how prolific this spot is. Some takeaways though, some things that you should take from this video. First thing is going through the school of fish was not as productive as going over or near the school of fish. That's the first takeaway. The second thing is you got to find a color that works. I know that we went through like 7 of them. I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. All of them produce pretty good. The Guggen Snacky Swimmer in toxic waste provided the most success for me. Rod and Reel found the most success on hand ties. Hopefully you picked something up in this video. I just wanted to get out here on the water, get y'all a little content made. Just sometimes you just want to catch fish, man. Sometimes you just want to come out here, tighten the line and enjoy it. We got another storm rolling through. It's about to start raining, so we're about to head in. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy this one, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Don't stop the dangle. Peace.